Hi friends, thanks for tuning in again. So this week I'm going to be doing a week-long meal prep, and it's been a while since I've done that, but I decided to do it today because this coming week is going to be pretty busy. It's the end of our homeschool and I just have a lot of things going on. So I know that having food that's set aside just for me and portioned out and cooked and ready to go is going to really help keep me on track this week, because I don't know about you, but if I'm busy and I'm hungry, I tend to just grab what's quick and easy, and you know, that's not always the best choice. So this is just going to help me this week. So I don't really have a name for what I'm doing. I'm not really following a recipe. I have some meat that I already started, some like beef, ground beef that I already started cooking, and I seasoned it with, you know, just my basic spices. And I did chop an onion and add that in there. So I'm cooking that, and I'm also cooking some quinoa. And in the oven, I actually have some green beans that I, you know, just drizzled some olive oil on, and salt and pepper. And that's gonna roast in the oven for a couple of minutes. And when it's done, I'm just gonna put it all together, and I think it'll taste good. It should taste good. So this is actually only my second time making quinoa. And I'm having to make it in this big pot because all my other pots are either in the dishwasher or dirty. So this is not the best size pot for this, but it is what it is. So if you've never had quinoa before, it's very mild. It doesn't really have a strong taste, and you could just use it in replacement for rice. I like the quinoa over the rice because it just has a lot more fiber. I did do a breakdown of it in one of my other videos comparing it to rice, so I don't remember the exact numbers, but it is a little better for you than just like white rice, but it is more expensive. So I don't really make it often, and in fact the only reason why I had it was because when my daughter was visiting, she brought it and she just left it here. I almost forgot, I do have this can of pinto beans that I'm going to add just for some extra protein, fiber. Spatula is also not the best tool for this, but I didn't want to dirty something else, so spatula it is. All together, from start to finish, I promise this has only taken 20 minutes. The quinoa actually took the longest to cook. The green beans took like 15 minutes, and then browning the meat, you know, another whatever, 10 minutes or so. I probably should let everything cool down a little bit before putting it in my plastic containers, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I'm kind of pressed for time. I still need to make dinner like for tonight for everybody. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I think I'm going to dip into this tonight just because it looks so good and it's still nice and hot. And so I'm just chopping up a little bit of avocado for some extra fiber. I won't add it to the rest of the containers, only because if you've ever had avocado before, you know that it gets, it's like an apple, it gets brown once it's exposed to air. So I'll just have that for tonight. So I actually haven't been meal prepping for very long, and actually it's just this weight loss journey that I started doing it, and I'm so glad I did because it's so convenient. And as I mentioned before, if I'm pressed for time, I tend to make bad choices. So having food in the fridge that is tasty and healthy just helps me to stay on track. And if it's something that you haven't tried, I encourage you to give it a try because it doesn't have to be complicated or anything like that. This literally took me 20 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this meal prep, and I will see you in a couple of days for my weigh-in. Bye.
Can you sit on my lap?
Yes, I can.